Well, it's that time of year again. Got to put the winter chains on. Doesn't feel like it today. It's like 65 degrees out, maybe 70. It's pretty warm. In the Northeast, that's kind of crazy. No, I was gonna go muzzleloader hunting today, but it's so warm out. I spent the whole day out there yesterday and there was nothing moving. So might as well take advantage of the warm weather and put these winter chains on. It's gonna get cold. It's gonna snow. It's gonna get cold. Gonna need them. When I put my winter chains on, I leave the backhoe on so I can lift up the rear end. You don't have to lift up the back end to put tire chains on. You can spread them out and roll over them, get them centered, and then put them on. But if you have a backhoe or a strong jack, you know, it really is way easier just to put them on with it lifted in the air. The backhoe thing, depending on the hydraulics to keep the tractor up while you're working under it, may not be the safest way to go about it, but it's how I do it. I don't know what y'all run, or if y'all are running tire chains in the winter time, but I run these ice pick chains, you know, with the picks on them. They're a little more expensive, but I take them off in the summer. I don't run them all summer so that they last. They're pretty good. I've never gotten, knock on wood, I've never gotten stuck. So it'll happen. So just take them, throw them on up there. Oh, hey, a pair of snips, because in the spring I was just anxious to get them off and I didn't cut the extra chain off. If you get these chains, you know, installed at the dealership, or you do them yourself and you do them the right way, they'll cut the excess chain off for you when they put them on, when you first get them. But I didn't, because if I get another tractor, I saved the cross links and everything. If I get another tractor with a bigger tire, I won't have to get new chains. That's why you'll see I got an extra 1.5 feet, 2 feet of chain on mine. Let me go get those snips, cut those loose. And these snips here, I just keep right in my tractor. There's a couple tools I keep in my tractor. I keep an adjustable wrench, and I keep a pair of snips, and a screwdriver, and a chainsaw wrench, because those are the most important tools for me that I'll use. So yeah, just throw them right up over. And they are heavy. I don't know how much they weigh, but they're heavy. And listen, if you do it my way, if you do it the way I do it and you use your backhoe to hold it up, don't stick your arm underneath there more than you need to in case it does come down, because hydraulics do let go from time to time. If you do these ice pick chains, it's important, you got to do the centers first. The regular cross member ones don't have this whole webbing of chain. They just have, you know, the crosses there. But if you get these, you gotta connect the centers first. If you don't connect the centers first, you'll never get it connected and you'll have to start all over again from the beginning. So make sure you get those first. So they tie together with tiny little shackles. These little, and you'll go through, if you get these chains, you will go through shackles every year or two. They just wear out. But I'd rather have a little $2 shackle wear out than my chains. So it's not that big a deal. But yeah, you're gonna want, you put it right through there. There's a link without any teeth on it on both sides. That's the one you want to go through. And you just tighten them down. You know what the problem with not having a garage or a shop to work in is? You set things down that are the color of the ground and then they're gone forever. It's a wicked good time. I'm sure a bunch of you can relate to that. Found it. Yeah, it's just blending right in the ground. I got another one kicking around here that I can't find, so we'll see. Again, you just right up and in. Always do the back one first. I don't know if there's a right side you should do first or a wrong side you should do first, but over the years I've found out the back one works pretty good to be able to start with. If you start with the back one, then you can tighten good with the front one, and I don't know, I just found it works good. Here comes the rain. Yeah, that's a rain delay. We'll finish this project when it stops raining. It's pouring out. Wouldn't be 2023 if it didn't rain every day. All right, so after that rain delay, it worked out pretty good because I had to go to the hardware store. I had to get some new shackles anyway, so I'm gonna try something new this year. They use shackles like these to hold everything together, and that's what it's always run, which is fine. They work good. They do wear out pretty quick, but you know, not too bad. But I'm gonna try these guys here this year. We'll see. Hopefully they'll work. All right. So I can never remember which link I put it on year to year, because that's just what happens when you start getting older and you just can't remember nothing. But I'm gonna come down 2 links. Make sure you slide your, if you have leftover chain like I do, make sure you slide that. Just slide it back and put this in the front. So it's gonna sit like that. Just, you'll see. Turn it, hook it, and it turns right back around. There. When you put these on through trial and error, some might disagree, but it is relatively important that you get them tight, especially if you live in a real hilly climate, you know, and you got hills to climb and stuff. You just kind of want to get them tight, because if they're not tight, you'll end up spinning in the chain, and when you spin in the chain, you might as well not have chains on. It's a pain if you try to climb hills and you're spinning in the chain because your tires are wet and it's icy. You might as well not have them on. So make sure you get them good and tight. And I don't, you know, a lot of folks run bungees. They'll cross bungees on these. I've not had a problem with them walking off, but I run tight, and they're big, you know, they come all the way across. And you don't have to run bungees with these to hold them on. You can see I got all this extra chain, and like I said before, I didn't cut. You can cut all this off if you're pretty happy with, you know, the size tractor, 2 series, and this is going to be your tractor for the rest of your life, and that's it. Then you cut this off and make it short. Save yourself aggravation every year. But I didn't, in case I wanted to put extra long chain, or in case I wanted to get a bigger tractor and I wanted to keep these chains. Chains aren't cheap. So all I do is I just use zip ties, and I just zip tie them up. Just zip tie them up for the year. That's all you gotta do. Then just cut off the excess. And there you go. Just do the same on the other side, the other chain on the other side, and that is all there is to it. That's putting the winter chains on the that's putting winter chains on the John Deere 2038R. It's pretty simple. Have a great night. Like and subscribe, and winter is coming. See you later.